Charles Grant, director of the Centre for European Reform, said a massive shift in public opinion has to happen for Brexit to be revoked. Speaking at the London Business School, Mr. Grant told the audience Britons have to start blaming themselves instead of Brussels for the state of the country. The shocking remarks come as Brexit talks between Michel Barnier and David Davis continue to stall over the divorce bill. Charles Grant said that a massive shift in public opinion has to happen. The EU lobby chief urged Britons to blame themselves to overturn referendum. Grant reminded Remainers that Article 50 was revocable and urged the Labour Party to take a more courageous stance on staying inside the EU. He said the only scenario I can think of now of us staying inside the European Union is if the economy tanks badly and a crisis ensues. The British public should then be starting to blame themselves and not foreigners or Brussels. The Labour Party also has to change its tact. But they is already against freedom of movement, so I can't see them campaigning to take us back into the EU. They have a Eurosceptic leader who has voted against every promotion in Parliament in his career. Also at the Brexit conference, Gideon Rachmond, chief foreign affairs commentator for the Financial Times, said he assumed the referendum would not be respected. The economists were surprised that British MPs were respecting the people's will. Grant told the audience that Britons have to start blaming themselves instead of Brussels. The British public should then be starting to blame themselves and not foreigners or Brussels. Charles Grant. Mr. Rachmond said, I saw lots of referendums take place. The Irish, the Danes, the Dutch, they all voted no, and it's never respected. But Britain seems really intent on carrying this through, to my surprise. He added, this Harvard economist I was speaking to said he assumed Britain wouldn't go through with it because it's so obviously suicidal. But I think it's about education. My worry is that at the point where people realize finally that it's a bad idea, that will only happen after it's been done. You have to prove it.